Okay, working on this old Ariens Snowblower. It's a 1978 Ariens, 4-horse Tecumseh, 20-inch bucket. Picked this up for free. Guy was going to scrap it because it quit running. So I picked it up and I thought I'd see if I could save it. So the recoil was broke. I replaced the spring on that. That was like $7. Got that working, was able to pull the engine over. Had no spark, so I pulled the flywheel and the starter housing off. There's a big old mouse nest in there. The magnets came off of the flywheel, had to reattach those. Points were filthy, took those out, cleaned them, cleaned all out, and they're real good. Put everything back together and pulled it over, and I had spark again, which was cool. So then I tried to fire it on prime, put some fuel down the cylinder, pulled it over a bunch of times, nothing. Didn't even try to pop or anything. I noticed it was kind of easy to pull over with the plug in there, so I thought, well, I better check the compression. So I threw my compression gauge on there. I got like 30 or 40 PSI, which is like nothing, you know. So then I thought, well, all right, let's pull the head, we'll check the valves. Maybe there's a sticky valve or it's not seating right. Maybe the blown head gasket, right? Cylinder shot, I don't know. So I just pulled the head off and was trying to check it out, see what was wrong. So the valves to me look like they're going up and down just fine. So there's your intake valve. Here's your exhaust valve. Okay, so those are moving fine. The head gasket, it looks good. There's no blowouts on it or anything. Looks pretty good, actually. Head's got, you know, a little bit of carbon on it. So does the exhaust valve. That's typical. But what I did notice, because I thought, well, none of that stuff's wrong. What's wrong with it? So I started looking in the cylinder. Ooh, that's when I noticed some problems. Look at all that scoring in there. It looks like chunks of carbon broke off and fell into the cylinder and the piston just went up and down, and it maybe got lodged in the side of it there and scored up the cylinder walls. You can see over here, there's a pretty big one there. Look how, that's pretty deep. I haven't really checked on this side yet. Let's see over here. Let's see, oops. Oh yeah, there's something there too. So now, you know, sometimes you get light scoring. It's all right, you can still run it, but I was just running my fingernails across here. Yeah, see, it's getting hung up there. There's a couple I'm getting hung up on, and then one over here too. Yeah, so my fingernails are getting hung up on some of these. So that means they're pretty deep. So that's not just gonna be like clean it up or hone it out a little bit. I think that's gonna need to be bored out to actually make it, you know, run good again. Maybe you could hone it, I don't know. But at that point, you know, it's probably still gonna burn oil and smoke and stuff. Probably still won't have good compression. So I think I'm just gonna probably scrap this thing. I don't think it's worth putting too much more time into. It just looks like it's just flat out worn out. One of the auger tines got bent. The guy said delivery truck backed into it. So I think it's kind of too far gone. So I think what I'm gonna do with this one is call it quits on it. I'm gonna start taking parts off it. I'll just keep it for parts, you know? So I can pull, like, you know, to keep the head gasket, fuel tank, flywheel, all the whole ignition system's good because it generates spark. So the points, coil, condenser, all that stuff is good. I'll pull the carb off and all the little brackets there. Throttle cable's still good, it works and moves. Belt cover is good. Wheels are holding there, the tires, so I'll pull the wheels off. A couple other parts I can take off, and then whatever I don't use off of that, I'll just take it to the scrapyard. That'll be it. Maybe I'll get some money for the rest of it. Maybe I get 10 bucks. Get my money back for the recoil. So anyway, kind of sad. I usually like to fix things and get them going again, but I don't think this one's going to be worth messing with anymore. I mean, at a minimum, I'd have to take the cylinder off and hone it out. And I don't know if it's going to seal up any good after that anyway, because those grooves are pretty deep. So kind of a bummer, but that's kind of where I'm at. So unfortunately, don't think I can save this one, but at least I tried. So I'm not really out any money, just a little bit of time. So I learned some stuff. Wasn't all lost cause. So all right, so for now, see ya.